What's up, rockers from all across the world? Welcome to another interview of the Traveling Rocker. I'm in House of Blues pre-show from Las Vegas Bad Boys. I don't know if they're bad boys anymore, but just enough to bring the house.
We still are. Come on.
With Rick and Tavis of Adelitas Way, and we're doing a pre-show interview to get them all pumped up, hyped up. Whether they're taking vitamins from Mexico, I don't know, but we're here, and thank you guys for taking the time. We're pre-show. And this is your second stop, right, in the tour? What it takes to?
Oh man, I mean, honestly, this is like our maybe 60th stop, but this is the second. This is the second to the last stop. You know, we probably had about 50 shows on the What It Takes cycle, and we're getting ready to head on to the. You know, I think the song. You could just probably keep on touring it, but we're ready to change the name of the tour, I think, because we've already done three What It Takes tours.
Well, you can only do so many posters with the same title, so yeah, we got to change it, get a new photo. Yeah.
So I could say we're ready to go to the next single, but really, this one could just keep going.
So have there been any crazy ass stories from you guys being in a nice van together, any absolving each other's farts and all that good stuff?
We're gentlemen. We're gentlemen. We're gentlemen. It doesn't happen. The van smells like Tom Ford. But at the end of the day, the van is just a small portion of where we live our lives. You know, we get very nice hotel rooms every night. We opt for that. We've been in a bus. You kind of get lost in bus land when you're on the bus. You don't get to experience. We like a different experience. We like to drive, get to a hotel, have a gym there, have a shower there, play video games together, hang out together, watch TV together. We like our process, our system. So it works really well for us.
Nice.
So we keep the van clean is what we're saying.
The crazy road story for us is like Rick a few weeks ago setting the basketball record. But how many did you have? 80 odd shots
80
in a row?
points. I mean, I set them everywhere.
Pittsburgh,
Look, if you're in a town, you got a basketball game, you're in trouble. I'm coming for you.
Dave and Buster's, you know.
Yeah, it was the kiddie one, right? They had the rails up. You had to get up close.
It was the full blown one. Look,
The one that was moving. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I guarantee the record stands. I guarantee it stands right now.
So how about the rest of the boys you brought along for this tour? Savage After Midnight, Taking Dawn. How are you guys liking them? How have they been along with this?
We like to bring our friends out. We like to bring bands that are from where we're, Vegas. We rep Vegas hard. Taking Dawn's Vegas boys, longtime friends of ours. And we really believe in helping your community and helping locally first. So we try to bring a lot of our friends' bands out to give them a chance to tour and to give them an opportunity. Especially Taking Dawn. I love them. I'm a fan. And then Savage After Midnight, it's the opposite story. You know, that's a band. I guess they've been working hard, but for us, they're like a younger band that we wanted to give a chance to. You know, we like to give young bands a shot. We're not always looking for the shiniest new toy to bring out on tour. We're comfortable drawing our own fans. We're comfortable with what we bring. We're comfortable with our fans. So whenever we announce a tour, we more or less think like, who can we help out? What young band can we bring on to play in front of some people? And that's usually our mindset as we pick bands to go on the road with. We try to just stay as close to home as possible.
So leading the way, like you guys have already been for 10 years, over 10 years, because technically this is the 10-year anniversary of your guys' first self-titled album back in July.
It's crazy to think I'm only 25 too, so it's like unbelievable.
Wait, you're only 25?
It's unbelievable. I started when I was 6. No, it's cool to be around for 10 years. I think the coolest part is our story is different. You know, the story we're showing other bands is there are many ways to do this. There are many ways to have success in this business. You know, there's not just one way where you sign a record deal and you're on Leno the next night. You know, it's like it's a long way to the top.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, Tavis, you're a veteran. You've been around forever. You know how the game is, right? I mean, it's cool to be 10 years in, to be continuing to grow and setting the precedent for other bands who are watching what you're doing. You know, a lot of young bands will come up to us and say, "You guys got 100 million streams on your own label. You own all your rights. Like, that's crazy to us." And I'm like, it should excite you. Because that could be any young band, right?
Yeah, and I think in the next few years we'll see more of that. You know, like a lot of these bands are probably going to realize they need to get out of their deals, they need to get away from their managers and kind of do what we've been doing, because it's working.
So, like, you guys really are the pioneers in the independent world right now, hands down. Next to another band out in Britain, While She Sleeps, they're getting a lot of traction right now.
Hey, respect to them. Shit.
But like your first 3 albums, you were record signed. You guys left after your third album from Virgin and went independent and did distribution yourselves through another company out in Nashville.
Yep.
And now you have 3 records independently. So do you think this is a smart decision for a new band to stay independent, or do they want that record label fairy tale?
I mean, there's many different ways to do it. It just depends if they give you the right deal, if they're showing you the right love. You always want to be as big as you possibly can, so I would explore every avenue. Was I impressed with what Virgin Records did for us over 3 albums? I was not. I was unimpressed. When we left the label, we had 100,000 Spotify listeners, and now we have 1 million. So I think what we've been doing has been effective. I think what we've been doing recently has been effective. I think the songs we've been putting out have been some of the best in our career. I think that the new system with Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon and Pandora and the algorithms they use to see if people like your music, I truly believe if you're a great band in today's musical climate, you will succeed.
Especially with the now social media dominance and streaming services at its highest it's ever been, that kind of takes a spike into the record label itself and the deal they get, because now they have to get paid out from the streams they're getting from Spotify and whatnot. So now you're getting maybe chump change from what they're actually delivering you from the Spotify take.
Well, Spotify pays artists really well if you own the master rights. When I was on a label, first 3 records on the label, I don't even look at those checks. They're insignificant to me. They're nothing. I pretty much won't get paid out anything, even though I've sold over 1 million singles. Probably 500,000 records on the label. Nothing comes my way. So, but when you're the rights owner and you are the label, I think Spotify, Apple Music, they pay a very respectable rate. We're very happy with the music discovery that they do. We're very happy with how they're constantly plugging our songs in front of new fans. We're in with them. We continue to do business with them. We're advocates for all those streaming companies, Spotify, Apple, Pandora. We're partners with them. We're in on them. They want to deal with artists more. They don't want to deal with some old-ass manager who's taking all the money from the band. So it's an artist world. Fans want direct contact with the artists, I love where the future is. I love where the business is right now, and to me it's going to get better.
And so now going on, you guys are technically formed in 2006, and then the Breakthrough album 2009, self-titled.
Yeah,
technically. So over a decade.
Yeah.
So where do you see Adelitas Way going in the future? You can.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it right now? My phone's been ringing nonstop.
Oh, dude, it's been blowing up since with the What It Takes release. That was one of the biggest singles next to the previous album you did, which I had Stay Hungry or Still Hungry. I apologize. And you guys are at the highest you've ever been, personally.
Yeah, you could feel it. You could feel, what's next for us. It's going to be growth. You could feel it. It's happening. Shows are starting to sell out. We're starting to. Tomorrow is sold out in Sacramento. Everywhere we're showing up is starting to get close to sell out. It's the landscape is changing for us. I'm starting to get those weird phone calls again, just like I get every time. I've signed 2 record deals. I signed one with Interscope back in 2005, and I signed one with Virgin Records. How I feel today is exactly what was going on back then before the record companies started offering us record deals. Am I open to discussions? You talking about would I remain independent? Would I go major? I still think we could be one of the best bands in the world. I think we could be one of the best acts in the world, not even just bands. I see what Post Malone's doing. I see what all these artists are doing, and I'm up for the challenge of writing better music than them. I don't glorify anybody that hasn't come before me. I pay respect to the artists that are before me, but all the current landscape of music, I'm up to challenge any one of these motherfuckers to see who's best, and if it takes a major label to get on that.
Up.
I'm just being honest. Lyrically, melodically, I think that none of them can fuck with us. So what's up?
I got some boxing gloves in the car. Let's do it.
You get those out. I fuck people
Next
up.
Next pay-per-view. Hey.
Boxing all day. I boxed almost my whole life. You got 12 years of boxing here and wrestling.
So on this hype train, are we going to take a step back ever and maybe do a special full album play of your first album for this special 10-year that you guys are doing now?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think we're putting out dope-ass music to just go back and put that first record out. I think people will be disappointed.
Well, not put it out, but play those classics for the fans.
Yeah, do people like that when they go to Metallica and they just see Kill 'Em All? Do they like that? Yeah. Don't just go, oh, shit, that's all?
We give the fans what they want.
I'm just asking.
We give the fans what they want. If the fans wanted it, we would do it. We have no egos about it. I'll play whatever. I just want everyone to be happy. That's my take on it. I want the fans to be happy, and first and foremost, I want them to have fun.
Well, it's with new fans still following you and old fans still a part of you. I'm an old fan, ride or die from the beginning.
I appreciate that.
I found you guys completely by accident in my barracks in Germany, and my roommate was had WWE back then before they got sued. And
shout out to WWE for all the love. Hey Dubs, I love it.
They had one of the walkout wrestlers had Invincible coming out, and I was like, oh shit, this is badass. I'm like, what is that? Oh, he's always my favorite wrestler. I'm like, no, I'm talking about the song.
What wrestler?
I do not remember.
That's pretty sick. You know what? I've sang a few UFC fighters out. I've sang a couple fighters out. A couple wrestlers. We've been a part of the sports scene. We've done. We heard that the Colts used to run out to our song Under the Tunnel before they played. They play Pray for Peace, Ready for War in all the sports arenas all the time during. You'll be watching TV. It'll come on during the game. It's pretty cool. We've had a lot of really cool things that have just happened naturally. Like we just got a sync on MTV for the movie awards when they announced the winner for Best Movie of the Year with Endgame. Like MTV called me directly. I just woke up to an email from MTV and they're like, we want to use your song. So that's badass to me. I think that's sick. I think it's sick that that people are out there still discovering music, that people are out there still looking for artists, people are out there still looking to give bands opportunities. I'm down with that, man. The WWE's given us so many opportunities, the NFL opportunities, MTV opportunities. It's the chokehold that the record labels had on the game is gone.
So with this, more or less, is free marketing because everyone else is finding you guys. Do you see there being a cap ever for Adelitas Way? Is there going to be a cap?
I don't care. I mean, I don't think so. I don't care either. It's not something I wake up and think about. I'm very happy. I was happy 2 years ago. I'm happy now. I'll be happy tomorrow, right? I mean, we're blessed. I'm pumped. Do I want to play arenas? Like that'd be sick. Have I played arenas? Yeah, but if for someone else, opening, would I like to play them headlining? I think we'd crush it. If we don't get there, will I care? No. I'm pumped. I'm pumped to be playing fucking House Blues.
16 years later, still hungry.
Still hungry.
This is a lesson for bands to see. What I've noticed from my travels, from the difference, especially between the South and Los Angeles-based band and Midwest.
West Coast, Best Coast, who wants it?
So I noticed in LA bands, everyone's wanting something handed out to them, but no one wants to put the effort out.
Oh, it's all hard work, bro. You got to put the work in. You don't put the work in, you're done. You don't put the work in, you got animals like us behind you, swiping you out.
So after this What It Takes tour, you got the single, you're dropping a new single. You just dropped a new single on SiriusXM for everyone to hear.
Yep.
You guys are almost up to 1 million followers on Spotify and going to drop another single.
Yep.
So are we going to get a new album?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got another tour booked in the fall already, and then the album's going to come out shortly after, and then next year, more tours right away.
New single, 9/20. September 20, going to drop a single on my birthday. You're the first person that knows that, so there you go. September 20th on my birthday, we're going to drop our next single. It's called Stay Ready. It's going to be money.
That's perfect. It's right before my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, we're partying. No, new record's just about done. I mean, we're kind of wrapping up, dotting the I's, crossing the T's on it. I think it's one of our best records we ever made. I feel like I know it's one of the best records we ever made. Every band says that, so I'm not going to hype it up too much. I'm going to let people listen to it, decide it themselves, and then look at the data. When the data proves it, then we'll just continue to be excited, to be grateful, to be do what we love, have fun together. We're best friends. We play music together. We have fun together on days off. I mean, it's like you can never lose sight of that. That's first and foremost the most important part of this.
That's another reason why I've always loved you guys, even though Tavis was technically the newest member back in 2017. But you guys have this nice brotherhood camaraderie you don't see a lot in bands anymore. Everyone's trying to fabricate and buy musicians to form a band, but you're not creating the bond that you need to be on stage and have the energy.
Who wants to do this by themselves, man? I never had a vision to do this by myself. I never had a vision to not enjoy this with my friends, and it's like you get in a band because you want to be with friends, you want to play music, you dream that it could be a career, right? No one ever told me once that being in a band would be my job. No one ever said that's an opportunity. I always thought I was going to be a refrigeration, heating, air conditioning guy like my dad, and then to find out that this is possible, it's inspiring, man. Like I said, every time I get up on that stage, it feels like the first time, and I want to be better than I was yesterday. So it's exciting to me.
I'm excited to see where you guys are going more. You guys are going to stop. You're never going to stop. You're always hungry. You're always bringing up something new every year. There's at least one new single a year from you guys. Maybe two. Pretty much two, actually. And
Shit, I'd say like 5, bro. Give it like 5 a year. We're on album 6. I meet bands that are like came out in fucking 1998, and they're like, "This is our 6th record." I'm like, "Shit, we came out in 2010. This is our 6th record."
You're still topping on the biggins on Sirius XM with only a single.
Yeah,
racking up there.
Yeah, because I think terrestrial radio is a fucking racket, dude. At this point, I don't even give them our songs, and then they cry about it. It's so funny. Rock radio, you know, we got a little support from them when we're on Capitol Records, but once you leave that system, you know, they kind of act like you're done, like they decide you're done. Oh yeah, that band, and then we kept going. You know, we rose to the occasion. We showed everybody that we're fucking for real, that we're the real deal, and then they come back around and they get kind of like bummed out that we don't service our songs out to them anymore, and it's like we're not going to give ownership and let them claim on us at this point. It's like we got 1 million fans on Spotify already. We got 100 million streams. You know, that needs to go. The love needs to go to the people who support us through that time. It needs to go to Sirius XM. It needs to go to Spotify and Apple Music and Pandora. They need to, you know, if bands see that they're the ones that are breaking records when everyone else is shutting doors in their face, it helps you eliminate all those punk ass motherfuckers sitting at their desk saying your song ain't a hit. If you don't play our shit, man, fuck you. I don't care. I'm not gonna. These guys want you to suck their dicks to play your records. It's ridiculous.
This is a pep talk backstage. Pep talk. I'm pumped up.
I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. It's like, listen to the music. The music should dictate if you're gonna play something or not. If it's good. And then like we had Notorious. Notorious had 15 million streams on Spotify, and these program directors, some of them are dope. So this ain't to the dope ones. If you're dope and you support not just our band, you support young bands, you support bands whose music is good, this is not for you. But if you're, you know, a corporate piece of shit and you don't listen to the records and let the music, pretty much if you're killing a scene. If you're killing scenes in Little Rock, you're killing scenes in Nashville, you're not playing any new rock music, this is for you. Bands are going to continue to break with or without their support, and they're going to continue to be in the non-discussion of what help artists breaks. It's the new discovery from Spotify, Apple, Sirius XM. That's where we're heading. I'm telling you right now. Radio, it's a thing of the past.
Ooh. And I do believe it. That's why iTunes is going down now. You can't put your music to buy anything there because
people are streaming. I understand that. I just think it's funny that when all the music's out there in the world, you can go on Spotify and listen to hundreds of millions of songs. People decide what they want to hear. A radio station is going to say they're only going to play 5 songs, and those 5 songs are usually the same 5 bands that it's been since 1999.
Yeah,
you know.
And you guys are included on at least 6 different top playlists on Spotify right now.
Spotify gives love, man.
2 of them work out.
Innovation, guys. That's a word. Innovative. You know, helping there be a. I want 100,000 artists to make a living off music, not just Taylor Swift and Drake and Disturbed. It's like there's only 1% of bands that can make a living because of the people that are kind of, you know, blocking the way. Those people are almost moved out of the way. It's going to be a community of artists who don't have to struggle mentally to figure out what they want to be when they get older. You know, you're going to get compensated if you have fans. And I'm all about the community for artists, man. I'm just telling you my passion, and I don't hate anybody, but when I say this shit to people, it's like I've had too many people try to be in our way when there was no need for it, you know? It's like, get the fuck out of my way or I'm going to barrel through you. And you're getting barreled through right now. So I just got to let you know, check up, right? You got barreled over. That's how I feel. I feel like I've already barreled through these people I'm talking to, so I don't need them.
Fucking amen. And the best way for fans to do it, besides listening to their music, is getting their merch.
Fans are the best. It's all about the fans.
Everything. Grab everything that you can, no matter fucking what. If it's a sticker, shit, that's going to pay for $10 towards some food.
Even spreading the word. Bring your friends to the concert. Buy a T-shirt. Anything that the fans do is appreciated. It's all about the fans. We make the music for the fans. The fans make it all possible. So, you know, we never get ahead of ourselves. We know that it's always about the fans, that the fans listen to our music, that they're the ones that come out to the concerts. But also, I think the fans like how bold we are, and I think they like supporting something that's standing for something different.
You guys have the most loyal fan base. Even when you did 2 years ago a free show at Slide Bar, that place was packed.
Oh yeah, that's always fun playing there. Yeah,
And the brick wall of Slide Bar.
well, look, I tell a couple stories that are cool. Like we played Dallas 5 years ago. Trevor lost his mind, threw his drum kit in the street, got drunk because he was so bummed because there was like 25 people there to see us. We played Dallas maybe a year and a half ago, and there was almost 700 tickets sold. So it just shows you that you don't have to give up, man. You don't have to take every step like it's the biggest step in the world. And look at California. We used to come to California and play the smallest shows ever, and we listened to bands bitch about California for our whole career. And, fast forward 11 years, we come to California, everything we play is packed. Everything we play is packed. We love California. We love the fans everywhere. That's it.
Spreading love and dominating everywhere you guys go. You guys have been pioneers. You're still being pioneers. Thank you guys for taking your time.
Thank you.
Backstage, spreading the word, doing the pep talk, and leading the fight as an independent artist and staying as an independent artist.
Hey, somebody's got to do it, man.
And showing the way at how they can do it right and not being a little...
Thank you to all the fans. We love you. New music coming.
So stay on the lookout. I'm going to have a full review of their show afterwards. Everything set list, Instagram, Spotify, MySpace, if they still have it, maybe, possibly. Yeah.
MySpace? Maybe you'll make it our top friends. Who knows? See how that goes.
Thank you for watching another interview of The Traveling Rocker, and always make sure have horns up wherever you're going.